Okay, you can see, oh, it's just going down the sequence. Okay, and you can see again, everything is being sequenced perfectly. Alright, every note is on the 2 and the 4th and measure 1, 2, 3, and 4. The volume is perfect at 127, so it's being hit perfectly every time, and that's what you want with this kind of music. It's very, you know, robotic or mechanical, and that's the sound. And then obviously the duration of the note is also painfully perfect. So that is the sequence on that. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to record it. Okay, so we'll get out of this, we'll get out of that, and now we'll set up the track for recording. So now what I'm going to do is record this MIDI data into audio data, and you can see over here that the audio track is armed. Okay, you see a little blinking red light, which means the recording is ready to happen. So now all I'll simply do is make sure everything else is muted. These little M's or these little blue boxes means all the tracks that have audio or MIDI data on it is muted. And so now I will make this MIDI data right here become audio data down there, and you'll see it record over here, and that's the joy of that. And so with that, everything is armed. I will now okay, and you can see the audio data, the snare is being recorded there. You can see it again perfectly moving up over here. And this MIDI data is now turning into audio data down there. Now what you do during this point of the process is break out one of your favorite books, open your book, and read a few things while this is happening. Because right now it's all being done in the box. Now obviously I'm going to check this later on, but we'll do that later. So right now the MIDI data is turning into audio data, and then audio data is what you hear when I or we play live. Alright, now let's just take a quick listen in a non-stereo manner of the audio I just recorded. So that's going to be the basic percussion line for Warm Leatherette. Now I'm going to add and layer that snare with a synth, like a mode most likely. Okay, so it's going to be more industrial sounding. So that snare is going to be layered with something else. The kick drum I'm probably just going to leave by itself because it's very simple on the original recording by Daniel Miller. So, but the snare I'm going to add to it. And so this is what you do. You just layer sound until you get what you want. So that's what we have going on. Oh, so pretty. Alright, today now I'm going to work on that sound from Leatherette. So I'm going to work on that lead sound. Okay, so this sound here.
Warm Leatherette.
Okay, here we go. That's not here. So I'm going to go down one. That lead sound. Okay, so I'm going to work on that lead today. So let's set up over here. Let's see how this rolls. Okay, that's going to be my station for the day. Yeah, I got my little lemon water. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting that sound, alright? So I'm going to just kind of go in over here. I want to work on that. So that's what we're going to kind of work on today. We're getting that kind of lead sound. Let's get the camera a bit more stable here. That looks about right. Okay, so I'm going to work on my little Moog today, or with my Moog. And I've got the sound source here, which is not the greatest, but you know what? It's gonna work for our purposes today. Alright, so let's kind of get that going. And again, we're working on this sound here. You know that. I gotta find how I want to roll, so we're gonna just kind of test a few things. Alright, so let's kind of put ourselves here. is a work in progress. So what I'm going to do now here, it's got to work in that glide. Just force. Sound like that. Synthesize. Working with it.
Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. See the breaking glass in the underpass. See the breaking glass in the underpass. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Hear the crushing steel. Feel the steering wheel. Hear the crushing steel. Feel the steering wheel. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette.
Here we go.
Warm
Boom.
Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Warm Leatherette. Melts on your burning flesh. You can see your reflection in the loop.
So now I just gotta play this over and over, see what I get here. Warm Leatherette. Warm essentially that's how you synthesize. You just play. I synced up both oscillators. I then worked the glide rate, and now it's pretty close. You know, if I'm playing this live, I'd be happy with it. And just as an exercise of synthesis programming, I'm happy with it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record it.